Today, I have to fix my cargo van. It seems like the brake booster is bad. Hopefully I can get it done. Brakes actually feel normal. Mission accomplished. Hey yo, this is Dash. Yeah. So the problem I'm having with Vanna, you saw me get Vanna into the garage with just a slight bit of trouble because it's muddy at the end of my driveway. But driving in snow, you know, teaches you how to drive in the mud. But the problem I'm having is a high, hard brake pedal. So I'm thinking it's the brake booster. So from what I understand, one, I need to get the hood open, but two, I need to get up in here and take the clip off of the brake pedal and remove those 4 screws there, and hopefully I can get the brake booster out. And once I get the brake booster out, I can go down to my Advanced Auto Parts and get it replaced. Holy cow, look at the spider right here. All right, first step, let's remove the screws from the inside of the van. All right, so let's see here. Oh, here we go. There was a washer here. There it is. All right, so my pedal is released. And there's the brake light switch. Here's another washer, so let's move all of that out of the way. Alright, so that takes care of the inside of the van. Now comes the easy part. I mean, I don't even really freaking, my goodness. My goodness. I guess let's just start taking stuff off, and I'll pick this back up hopefully when I get more of this torn out and apart. now I have to take it down to the parts store and try to get another one.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I ran down to the parts store. I got the filter, or a new air filter, and the brake booster. The brake booster ended up costing me about 80 bucks, all told. And the best part is I only had to go to the parts store one time. So let's see if I can hurry up and get this reinstalled. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. All right, so there is where the brake booster goes. And it really wasn't that bad once I got the radiator overflow and I guess that's the brake master cylinder out of the way. The brake booster is right back there. I'm going to go ahead and get it put back in. Hello? You not hang up? I sure won't. Alright, so I actually have to take my sons to go get haircuts, so I'm gonna pick this up in a few hours. Okay, so it's been a couple hours, so you know, cue the
later.
Alright, so I'm back from the barbershop with my sons, and I'm gonna finish this. So, I was able to get the brake booster out. That's usually my, the hard part. Usually removing the part is typically the hardest part. Now all I have to do is follow the steps to put it back together. You guys saw me get the brake booster and get it tightened up inside. Unfortunately, there really isn't much for you guys to see, really. Cause I'm way down in the, there's not much for you guys to see. I mean, here's the new brake booster, but I have to get the master cylinder, the brake master cylinder, reconnected and then attached back to the brake booster and get everything plugged back in. But everything so far looks good. I'll show you guys inside of the van while I'm thinking about connecting the pedal and all of the connectors up there. The push rod comes out from the brake booster and connects directly to the pedal. That was a little difficult. You kind of have to get the orientation of the brake switch and the connector all together. from the push rod, but it wasn't that difficult. The most difficult part was getting everything out of here in order to make room to get that massive brake booster out of there. So I got that taken care of. The hard part is done, was getting the old one out. Now that I have the old one out, time for reassembly. Get all of this stuff put back in here. While I'm in here, I also do have a new, I told you already, I have a new air filter. So I'll get all of those things set up, cleaned up, and we'll get all this stuff put back together, and hopefully we can take it out the driveway and it'll be just fine. Alright, so final check to make sure there's no more bolts or anything, any tools sitting up here. I'm actually going to leave the brake fluid open and wipe everything down real good to make sure that once I start it up, hopefully there's no leaks or anything. But that was not the worst thing I've ever done on a vehicle. So let me get it started. Mission accomplished. All right, last thing to do is go for a test drive and see if the brakes are 100% better. Whew. Oh yeah, much better. I kind of need to shoot out of here to make sure that I can get out because of the fact that the driveway is so muddy. Make sure I don't hit my mirrors. Light. And here's the thing. Throttle out here. if at all possible. Not turning. Destroying the bottom of my driveway. And we're out. Yeah. Golden. Brakes are working. So there you have it. I know this really wasn't a how-to. This was more of a I'm getting it fixed, I'm getting it done. If you guys want to see more how-to videos on me doing things on like my van or my car, please let me know down in the description below. This was more or less, again, me just trying to get it done. If you like what you saw today, if you learned something, please leave me a thumbs up down below. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you next time.